Hey y'all, you know, okay. I know you gotta make noise. Hey y'all, you know where I'm going. I'm going to Pray and Sweat class today. It's Monday, July 17th. And yes, today is my mother's birthday. She would have been 81 years old today. Yes, she had me when she was 19 years old. And a few months later, she turned 20. And so it's her fourth heavenly birthday. And last night I woke up, well, actually really early this morning, about 4, and I went on my mother's page because she had Facebook. She wasn't on there a lot. She liked the games more than anything. And she was a very private person. And scroll through the pictures, and it just makes you appreciate pictures and videos. You know, a time that you can go back and feel some type of comfort seeing a picture of your loved one assembled with other people and the things they stood up for. And I remember that year before my mother had been sick, and the picture that I have on Facebook, she just was, you know, released as far as no cancer. And she was just starting to pick up weight and everything, but her mind was always really strong. And that's what I really admire about my mom. A lot of things I admire about my mom, but I admire that she definitely was a strong person. She wasn't a gossipy type of person. That was good. She wasn't the kind of person that talked about what she was going to do. She might have said it once, and then she just made plans to do it. And I like that about her, amongst other things. And so I was just thinking about the scripture, honor your mother and your father, and that your days will be longer. And when both my parents were living, I tried to honor them the best way I could. And even though they're both are not here anymore, I think, how can I honor their legacy? How can I honor them? And so there's a few things I need to work on, personal things, to honor my parents, my mother, her day today. And I say to you, you know, if your parents are alive, you know, try to honor your parents. If your parents are not on this side of on the earth, still try to honor them. Remember, parents aren't perfect. They're human beings just like you are. You're not perfect, are you? So you can't expect your parents to be perfect. None of us are perfect. Nobody but God, nobody but Jesus. And so look at the great things about your parents and try to honor them if they're here. And if you're not honoring them because they're not here anymore, strive to honor their legacy. You know, when we repeat stories over and over again about our loved ones, about anything, it sticks. And I remember before, I'm sure I told you all before, about, like, my dad was a storyteller. Yeah, just naturally a storyteller. But the more you hear something over and over again, the more it sticks. So just as we share things about our parents, if you're alive parents, you can share some things about yourself to your child so they can understand the deepness of who you are. Or sometimes it's not even what you say. They say actions speak louder than words. And it does. But also the Bible says life and death is in the power of the tongue, and those who eat it will bear the fruit. So words do have power. What you say does have power. So I would just say to you all today, I'm honoring my mother today for her birthday. Her name was Corrine. Her maiden name was Owens Felder, her marriage name. And she grew up in South Carolina. And she moved here when my father and my mother first got married. They moved to Florida to see if they would like it there, because my dad had an aunt there, and they stayed there and had my sister Shirley. She's 11 months older than me. And then my parents, they moved to New York because my mother had a sister there and a brother-in-law there. They moved to Baltimore because my mother has siblings there in Baltimore. And my mother didn't think that was a good place to raise their growing family. So they came to Lancaster. And my mother had a grandmother that lived here. Her name was Reverend Hester Owens, my paternal great-grandmother. Now, my mother was pregnant with me, and my parents moved in to stay with her. Then, of course, my mom, she was like, okay, let's get our place. My dad worked hard. They both were hard workers. And my Uncle T had lived here, too. And my Uncle JC had lived here. So, and my grandfather's brother, Uncle Romy Owens, lived here. So my parents got here because my mom had family here in Lancaster, and maybe some of the McKinneys were here. So that's just a brief story of my mom. So I say to you today, honor your mother. Honor your father. If there's things about because you're not going to love everything about your parents. Just let's get real. No, does everybody love everything about you? Even if the people that love you the most? Everybody don't love everything about me. So let's get real. But when you learn how to honor your parents, because if you don't see anything else, check this out. If it wouldn't be for your parents, you wouldn't even be here. Listen, if it wouldn't be for your parents, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have the opportunity to grow and to learn. And I pray for you if you had painful situations. I really do. Because nobody knows how you feel but God. Or somebody knows a little bit about what you feel like, maybe because they've gone through it. But just remember, your parents made you. And for that reason alone, if no other reason, honor them. Because they gave you an opportunity to be here and to grow and to use your gifts and your talents. Okay? So, happy birthday, Mama Mia. That's what I used to call her. Mama Mia in heaven. And my mom, she was a PK. Her dad was a preacher. And, so she grew up in a Christian environment. And then she was young. And she always believed, but she fully gave her life to Christ, I guess, in her maybe early 30s, somewhere around there. And she gave her whole self to God. And, did the prayer meetings with some of the women, Miss Mickey Ride, forgive me, Mother Ride, Miss Mary, Jerry. There's so many others. I don't want to miss anybody. Forgive me if I do. If I do, just put your name down there, okay? And so if we want to have a heavenly birthday, because one day God will call us home. But when he does, I hope he calls us home. I ain't trying to go no time soon, by God's grace. I will live and not die with long life. I will satisfy thee. Strive to do and use the gifts that God gave you. Give it all you have. Do your best. You'll get better and better, as you go. So that when God does call us home, we can say, happy heavenly birthday. Because we know without a shadow of doubt that they lived for Christ and they died in Christ. So you want a heavenly birthday. If that's what you want, you gotta give your life to God. Okay. So I'm more than halfway there. I got this apple and turn little colors here. A little piece of cheese in my other hand. So just thinking about dancing. Today we're starting the half an hour session of dance. And it's amazing. I remember when I wasn't teaching anymore, and I still never stopped going to the gym. Now, I did gain weight if you see the picture on my Facebook with my mom and siblings, sisters, but that's because I wasn't eating right. I was eating good, plus bad, okay? Let's get real. Let's get real. And one of the things I used to say was I wanted to teach a dance class because though I was getting on the elliptical and the treadmill or walking outside or what have you and doing resistance training, I noticed that my body was stiffer. Yes, it was. Didn't realize, the dance classes or things I was teaching was keeping me flexible. I knew it was, but you don't really know, y'all, until you stop. When you stop, you'll see that what you previously did consistently made a difference in your life. And I to say to one of my friends, I need to go to somebody's dance class. I need to take dance. I need to be flexible. Seemed like when I was walking and moving and stuff, I felt so stiff. Now some of it was I could stretch a little bit more, but that wasn't all of it. No way. It was because I wasn't as limber. They always say that, hello, how y'all doing? Good. They always say that dancers are the most limber people out there. Yes, dancers. Yeah, the weight training is good. We need it. Yeah, the cardio is good. We need it. But the thing about dance is you get to move in all directions, front, back. And we talked about it before, how good it is for your memory too. But today we're talking about being limber, not being stiff. Yeah, I remember when I used to party a lot. I still like to dance. I'll tell y'all the truth. I ain't been out partying. I'm going to be honest with you. This is real talk. I love to dance. Sometimes I feel bad. I want to dance. I'll be like, oh, they're going to be like, she's a Christian. She can't dance. But I'm just being honest with you. I love to dance. But I haven't partied. I ain't been out partying. Oh my God, I guess the last time was class reunion. A couple of years ago. And before that, maybe 5 years. A long time. So the thing about dances, I remember when we graduated, we could go out. Oh my gosh, me and my cousins, we used to hang out dancing. I mean, we went out every week to dance. We were hard workers, worked hard, things like that. We would go to dances. I would be on the dance floor the whole time because I love to dance. And I'm so grateful to God that we are dancing. And we're using gospel music, Christian music, and it's good stuff. Good stuff, because the good news about gospel music and Christian music is you're not only moving your body, but you're touching, the words are touching your spirit, your heart, and your soul, and it helps to heal you in many areas of your life. And so I'm getting my keys out, y'all. And so I invite you to come. We invite you to come and see in the next 8 weeks how limber you become. When you first start doing these dances, no, you're not going to know. Remember maybe everything about, hello, how are you, Robert? But just the movement, you're going to grow old gracefully. right? You want to grow older, feeling good by the grace of God. But I tell you, you know how they say if you don't move it, you'll lose it? Mm, I would say there's a lot of truth to that. You gotta move. You gotta move. Okay, I'm about ready to go in church now, and I hope I see you. Thank you for talking and listening. I'm not gonna edit this. Nope, nope. Sometimes the thing about it is, a lot of times when I didn't post, my hair was jacked up. I'm like, I can't post. My hair is jacked up, or I can't post because of this reason. So my thing is, sometimes it's just easier to go unedited it stuff. If you stutter something, or if you don't say the words totally correctly, or your frame of thought isn't in line, so what? If you were sitting in front of somebody talking, you don't have to record it. You can just talk, you be yourself. You're not thinking about how you sound or how you look. You're just communicating with that person you're talking to, right? So I feel this way. I'm just communicating with you. You get to see the raw Cindy Felder. You get to see her, the raw Mosella Felder. Anyways, I gotta go. It's been fun. Take care. Like I said, this is Monday, July 17th. I will upload this tomorrow. You'll see it on Tuesday. Thank you.